Now here's a breakdown of everything you need to know about the upcoming Vybz Island Experience. But before we get into that, people, remember to like up the video, share out the video, and turn on the post notifications so you can be notified. It's a messy, people. So this event is being marketed as a first of its kind luxury dancehall getaway. Now the headliner is Vybz Kartel alongside friends and 40 plus other entertainers. Now the date is from April 9th to 12th, 2027. Now the location is rooted in Jamaica, featuring a private island setting, and the duration is 4 days and 3 nights of non-stop activities, 72 hours of vibes. Now the event focuses on a high-end immersive experience rather than a standard concert lineup. Now currently, the event is in the early access phase, and to get more information or secure a spot, you are directed to the website, which is vybzislandexperience.com. Now request early access via the site to stay updated on ticket tiers and travel packages. Now since this is scheduled for April 2027, it is a long lead event. Now booking early access is likely the best way to ensure you get a spot in the floating hotels, as those will have limited capacity compared to standard land-based festivals. Now this event is more than just a party. It is a calculated cultural reset for dancehall. Coming off the heels of Vybz Kartel's 2024 release and his massive Freedom Street Stadium comeback, the Vybz Island Experience represents a massive shift in how the genre is packaged for the world. Now here's a breakdown of what this means for the artists and the culture. Now for Cartel, this event is the ultimate victory lap and a rebranding of his legacy. Now from prisoner to premium. After 13 years behind bars, Cartel is moving away from the gritty street image and positioning himself as a luxury global brand. Now by hosting a high-end experience with floating hotels, he is signaling that he is no longer just a local act, but a mogul on par with international stars. Now it shows commercial dominance, and this is a sophisticated business move. By controlling the entire experience, from the accommodation to the room, likely his straight vibes brand, to the location, he is maximizing his earning potential in a way that standard festival bookings don't allow. He is also establishing longevity, because 2027 is a long-term play, and it shows Cartel is confident in his staying power and physical health, managing his grave disease to plan years in advance, effectively owning the future of the dancehall calendar. Now what this means for dancehall culture. This event marks a luxury pivot for a genre that has traditionally been rooted in the inner city streets of Kingston. Now Cartel has openly admired how Afrobeats mastered the commercial aspect without losing authenticity. Now this experience is dancehall's answer, proving that the music can exist in high-end exclusive spaces without losing its vibes. Now for years, dancehall festivals were often associated with low-budget production or security concerns. A private island and floating hotel concept elevates the entire industry standard, showing that dancehall fans are a demographic that values and can afford luxury. Now moving the center of gravity to a private island experience attracts international high net worth fans from the UK, US and Canada. It forces the Jamaican tourism industry to treat dancehall as a premium export rather than just street music. Now the term luxury dancehall is used on the flyer is the most important phrase. It suggests a curated, frictionless way to enjoy the culture. Now this is Cartel declaring himself the undisputed king by not just playing the game but building the stadium, or in this case the island. It moves the culture from surviving to thriving on a global luxury stage. Now the Vybz Island Experience is a massive play for the world boss to connect with his global fan base, the Gaza Nation, in a way that's never been done before. Now for fans worldwide, this isn't just another concert, it's a high-end pilgrimage. And here's how this impacts and benefits fans across the globe. Now, traditionally visiting Jamaica for a dancehall event involves navigating local transport, finding safe housing, and managing logistics in unfamiliar areas. Now, the benefit of this is by using floating hotels and a private island, the organizers are creating an all-in-one bubble. For a fan flying in from London, New York, or Toronto, this removes the stress of logistics. You wake up, eat, party, and sleep all within the same secured premium ecosystem. Now, the impact of this is it turns a concert into a vacation destination. Fans aren't just buying a ticket, they're buying a 72-hour curated lifestyle. Now, for over a decade, international fans could only engage with Cartel through YouTube or social media. Now, the benefit of this experience is it offers more than a stage view. With 40 plus entertainers and 20 plus parties, the chance for fan interaction is significantly higher than at a stadium show. The luxury tag suggests smaller, more intimate settings like beach, clubs, or boat parties, where the energy is concentrated. Now, the impact of this, it validates the loyalty of the Gaza Nation. And after years of free Cartel hashtags, fans finally get to celebrate his freedom with him in a space designed specifically for that purpose. Now, dancehall culture can sometimes feel intimidating to outsiders or tourists, fans who love the music but aren't familiar with the local scene. The benefit of this is this event offers curated authenticity. It provides the raw energy of a Kingston session but with the amenities of a 5-star resort, VIP lounges, premium bars, and professional security. Now, the impact is it makes dancehall more accessible to a global high net worth demographic, professionals and travelers who want the vibe without the typical roughness of street events. Now, fans of artists like Coachella or Tomorrowland are used to festival weekends, and dancehall hasn't always had a direct equivalent that offers that level of production. So the benefit of this is fans worldwide now have a bucket list event in the Caribbean that rivals major European or US festivals. It gives the diaspora a reason to return to Jamaica for a specific world-class event. Now, the impact of this is it boosts pride in the culture, and seeing a Jamaican artist command a private island and floating hotels tells the world that dancehall is a premium global product, not just local music. Now, this is an absolute game changer. You're looking at a historic shift where dancehall stops being just a subculture and starts being treated as a world-class luxury export. And here is why this is a massive win for Jamaica and the genre. Now, for decades, Reggae Sumfest, Rebel Salute was the safe face of Jamaican music for tourists. Dancehall was often seen as too raw or underground for luxury marketing. Now, by hosting this on a private island with floating hotels, the organizers are proving that dancehall can command 5-star prices and high-end infrastructure. It forces the global travel industry to see dancehall fans as high-value travelers who want luxury, not just backpackers or locals. One of the images you are seeing is Princess Senses The Mangrove. This is a brand new ultra luxury adult only resort in Green Island, Hanover. Now, when a massive international resort chain partners with the world boss, it bridges the gap between the corporate world and the streets. It signals to other investors that Jamaican street culture is a viable high profit partner. It creates a safe haven for international fans who want authentic Gaza energy but also want a swim out suite, a butler, and a private beach. Now, while Freedom Street filled the stadium in Kingston, the Vybz Island Experience targets a 72-hour spending window. Now, high-end events like this bring in massive foreign exchange, from the private boat pilots to the local caterers and the 40-plus entertainers getting paid. The economic splash hits multiple sectors beyond just ticket sales. It sets a blueprint for other Jamaican artists. If Cartel can do a private island experience, it paves the way for other entertainers to create their own curated luxury world. Now, this event put dancehall in the same conversation as Afrobeats Festival, electronic cruises, and hip hop getaways. Now, the takeaway from this is Jamaica is finally reclaiming its own musical festival crown by offering an experience you can only get on the island. Now, while this is a great look, it also raises the bar. The world will be watching to see if a dancehall focused event can maintain the luxury standard for 72 hours straight. If it succeeds, it could be the start of a permanent luxury dancehall season every April in Jamaica. So let's move on to promotion. So the principal promoters is Vybz Kartel and the Gaza Nation, and as the primary stakeholder, Cartel's own management and brand Adija Him Records, Vybz Kartel Music, are the driving force behind the luxury dancehall concept. Now, this is a direct-to-fan business model where the artist owns the majority of the experience. Now, we have the Vybz Island Experience team. Now, this is a specialized entity formed specifically to manage the logistics of the private island and floating hotel infrastructure. We also have the strategic hospitality partner, which is the Princess Senses The Mangrove. And this brand new ultra luxury resort in Green Island, Hanover, is prominently featured in the event's promotional materials. They are the official host site and are essentially the anchor for the luxury side of the experience. Their partnership is what allows for the 5-star amenities mentioned in the flyer. Now, production and infrastructure partners are Dancehall Entertainment, and while not explicitly on every flyer, Joe Bogdanovich Dancehall Entertainment has been the primary engine behind Cartel's massive comeback shows like Freedom Street. They are widely considered the production muscle, capable of executing an event involving floating hotels and large-scale stage setups. Now, luxury cruise and floating hotel providers, and while the specific ship names are often kept confidential until booking opens, the promoters are partnering with specialized maritime hospitality groups to provide the floating hotels that will house the thousands of international fans. And the brand sponsors, which based on Cartel's current business portfolio and recent event history, you can expect heavy involvement from Straight Vibes Rum, which is Cartel's own spirit brand. And now the official ticketing platforms, usually handled by major Caribbean portals like Island E-Tickets or Frontline Ticketing, who specialize in high security, high demand sales. Now, the Vybz Island Experience is a massive statement of intent. It isn't just a marketing campaign, it's a declaration of power and a roadmap for the future of Caribbean entertainment. And here's the deeper message this event sends to the world. Now, for 13 years, Vybz Kartel's reign was maintained through a prison cell. Now, this event scheduled for 2027 sends the message that he is not just back, he is institutionalizing his influence. And by moving from one night stadium show to a 72-hour private island takeover, he is showing that he has the business maturity and the global backing to operate at a level most artists never reach. Now, historically, dancehall has been marketed as gritty and street, and this event flips that script entirely. Now, the message: our culture is worth 5-star prices. The impact: by partnering with ultra luxury brands like Princess Senses The Mangrove, the message to the corporate world is: you don't just use our music for ads, you partner with us on our terms. It's a demand for respect for the genre's economic power. Now, in recent years, African artists have set the standard for luxury music and tourism. Now, the message: Jamaica is reclaiming that throne. And the impact is by creating a floating hotel and private island ecosystem. Cartel is telling fans and the industry that they no longer need to go to Europe or the UAE for a high-end music getaway. They can get the highest level of production and luxury right in the heart of the Caribbean. Now, planning an event for April 2027 is a psychological power move. And the message is, I am healthy, I am focused, and I'm here to stay. And the impact of this is it tells investors and travel partners that the Gaza brand is a stable long-term asset. It builds massive anticipation and gives the global Gaza Nation over a year to save, plan, and organize, ensuring the event becomes a historic global pilgrimage. Now, by hosting this on a private island with curated floating hotels, Cartel is effectively bypassing traditional venue restrictions and gatekeepers. Now, the message is, I can build my own world, and the impact, it serves as an inspiration to every young artist in Jamaica. It says that you don't have to wait for an invitation to the big table. You can buy the island and set the table yourself. Now the message is clear. Dancehall has graduated. It is no longer just a sound. It is a premium global luxury lifestyle led by its most influential figure. And people, this is where I'm going to wrap up the update. If you have anything to say, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Remember to like up the video, share the video, people, and always remember, watch the ads. So until the next time and the next topic.